Hello, everybody. Welcome to the WSU Global Campus Spring 2026 Week of Welcome. So my name is Mia Darnell. I am the Connections Program Coordinator, and here at Global Connections, we provide and extracurricular opportunities for our online students. So this evening, we will learn about the amazing academic resources available to you as a Global Campus student, while at the same time enjoying a game of Jeopardy and connecting with your fellow online cooks. So before we dive in, can we go ahead and move into the next slide for our housekeeping notes? So this event is being recorded, so you can revisit it later. So we will need probably about 2 weeks for the video to be uploaded to our Week of Welcome webpage, because we do need to add proper captioning. There is a federal mandate that all digital material that we put out there needs to be accessible. So we have our student ambassadors helping us today, Susanna, who was playing music with us, and of course, Charisma doing our slides, and we'll be dropping links later. There is also closed captioning available, so feel free to turn that on if it's helpful to you. So you'll earn 15 involvement points for being here tonight, and at the end of our game, we'll have a raffle of 25 additional points. You can use those points to redeem WSU Global Campus swag. So, Charisma, if you can drop that link to our involved page, that would be great. So if you want to earn more points, we still have lineup of exciting events during this week of welcome. So make sure to sign up for those events. Now, before we move forward, it is important. Oh, I need a screen so that we read our land grant acknowledgement, but I am going to go ahead and read it from the other screen because for some reason I could not see the screen that Charisma has. So WSU land acknowledgement. Washington State University's locations statewide are on the homelands of Native peoples who have lived in this region from time immemorial. The university expresses its deepest respect for and gratitude towards these original and current caretakers of the region. WSU Pullman is in the homelands of the Nimipo, Nez tribe, and Palouse people, and remains steadfast in its support of tribal sovereignty and the inclusion of Native voices in teaching, research, and programming. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a moment to introduce ourselves. So attendees or students, if you're a student, please drop your name, your major, and expected graduation term on the chat and where you're located at. And also, while you're doing that, panelists, please go ahead and introduce yourselves. So state your name, your role, and your area of expertise. So let's see. Let's start with, I think Yemi showed up the very first to show up. So yeah, Yemi, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Mia. I'm excited to be part of this once again. Just like last year, it's always a fun to be around the global student. My name is Oliemi Solonio, but I do tell people to call me Yemi for easy pronunciation. I work with the Center for Civic Engagement on the Pullman campus, but I represent the global campus for today. I am a PhD candidate at the College of Education. My program is educational psychology, and I'm majoring my area of expertise. My research area is on assessment and evaluation of pre-service teachers and their mentor teachers too. So tonight I'll be representing the Center for Civic Engagement. Thank you, everyone.
All right, I would go ahead and call in John. I don't think I have met you, but I'm excited that you're here with us tonight.
Yeah, my name is John Schoenfelder, and I'm one of the new librarians at the Terrell and Holland libraries on the Pullman campus, but I also do support students in the global campus as well. So yeah, happy to be a part of all the library team and try to answer any and all of the questions that you have. Librarians, we love questions. So if you ever have a question, definitely feel free to offer it to a librarian.
All right. Thank you, Corey. John, and then Corey next, of course.
Yeah, so I am a public services librarian as well, just like my colleague John. And interestingly, although there's two people here represented tonight from the libraries, neither of us are actually the global librarian, believe it or not. She's been out for a spell now on family leave, but she's actually back later this week. So her name is Jen Sonier Lang. And a little bit later, we'll share a URL where you can learn more about the services and resources specifically directed towards um, the global campus and the ways that you can get in touch with Jen as well. So glad to be here.
All right. I'd say Chris came in next.
Thanks, Mia. My name's Chris Miller. I am the career advisor for the Global Campus, so you can think of me as uh, career services boiled down into a human entity for the Global Campus. I'm in Seattle, Washington, and I don't want to give away too much for Jeopardy, so I'll just leave it at that for now.
All right. William, why don't you go ahead next?
Hello, everybody. My name is William Bruno. I am a student accommodation specialist for the Student Accommodation and Disability Resource Office. So I support students with accommodations, support professors with implementation of accommodations, make sure everybody's on the same page, but on the forefront, making sure our students are supported with their disabilities.
All right. I think last but not the least, we're so glad because tutoring was actually highly requested. So Jackson, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Jackson Porterfield. I work at the WSU Pullman campus. I'm an academic advisor there and the program coordinator for the tutoring services. So I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about tutoring services and what's available to the global campus students.
All right, so we do have in the chat some of the students that shared with like their introduction. So we have Angelique from Fallbrook, California, Media Innovation, graduating in spring. Oh, that's pretty close, Angelique. Congratulations. Elizabeth, Humanities 2027 from Vancouver. Oh, Angelique is California. Wow. Well, we're happy you're here, Angelique. Leora, sociology major with a minor in at-risk youth, Spokane. If things keep going, I'll be graduating in 28. Woohoo! You'll get there. It just goes really quickly. And of course, Hassana, our ACE WSUG Director of Communication and Compliance. She is in Vancouver, summer 2026 coming up. And then, of course, Susanna Longview, Human Development major, Psychology minor, and 2028. And Lizzie, Political Science pre-law, and the plan is to graduate in the fall. And they are also in Spokane. Well, thank you so much, everybody. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the slide for our game overview. If you've attended before, there will be 5 categories, and each category will have 3 questions. So we have career services, library services, accessibility and academic support, Center for Civic Engagement, and tutoring services. So each of these categories will give you valuable insights on the resources you can utilize in your or during your academic journey. So this is how it works. You're welcome to participate whenever you're ready. It is not mandatory, but highly encouraged. Just by being here alone already guarantees you involvement points, and your name will also be added to our raffle draw. So connections, and that's me, will pick the first category. So you use the react button because we did notice that there were some confusions in the past, but you will use the react button and you will use the raise hand if you are ready to answer the question. If for those who are not familiar, it is the icon, the heart icon at the bottom of your screen, and you just select the raise hand. So you can unmute yourself when you're ready, or if you are more comfortable, you can drop your answer in the chat when prompted. Now, if you are not prompted to answer and you drop it in the chat, well, it's a free answer to the person that raised their hands first. So when prompted is the keyword. So since we have limited time, we will only allow 2 guesses from 2 students for each question. So one question is once the question is either answered correctly or ran out of 2 allowable guesses, the panelists will expand and talk more about the specific topic relating to the question. So the panelists may answer a question or two during this time, but we also have our open Q&A after the game to ask those questions. So instead of keeping scores, we'll be doing raffles. So for your bravery in answering a question correctly, you'll get extra chances in our drawing, meaning each time you answer correctly, your name will be added again to the wheel of names. So last person to answer, either correctly or incorrectly, gets to choose the next category. So important note, the last person who answered or who selected the category does not automatically have priority to answer. So which means once a question is asked, it is open to all. So remember, speed counts, but accuracy matters too. All right, let me go ahead and get this rolling. So I'm going to share my screen now, Charisma, to get us to our Jeopardy board. Ooh, I wish Michael was here because he was really he is very, very competitive. So let's see. Okay. It's hard to pick because these are all interesting services. So why don't we pick, let's start with, I know library services is quite famous. So let's do library services for 100. So Susanna, we're ready to keep track. All right. This online research help service is available 24 hours daily. Oh, I forgot Charisma, who raised their hands first. Let's see. Did anybody raise their hands? Elizabeth. All right. Go ahead, Elizabeth. Online chat. I don't know. Corey, do you want to give it a credit or you want to have another student to give it a try?
Well, given that we've never actually given it one official name, and that answer really describes what it is, I think that's probably perfectly fine.
All right.
Sometimes we call it,
Congratulations.
yeah, sometimes we call it 24/7 chat or ask a librarian is another. And I'll actually put a URL in the chat you can see too, where you can see some of the other ways that you can get a hold of us. But one of those is synchronous 24/7 chat. And as you might guess, there's a variety of other ways you can email us from a distance as well. And on that page, there's also a book a librarian, so you can actually schedule consultations of up to about a half hour as well. So a number of ways to get a hold of us.
All right. Thank you so much and congratulations, Elizabeth. And I guess the board is yours. What did we
Library
pick?
Services 300.
All right. Library Services 300. Besides the books you want to return themselves, the other 2 key items global students are provided when they receive interlibrary loan books from the WSU libraries. Ooh, if you were paying attention last fall and you were with us, I think this question was asked. Besides the books you want to return themselves, the other 2 key items global students are provided when they receive interlibrary loan books from the WSU libraries. So you got to raise your hand. You can take a wild guess. I'll give it about maybe 5 seconds. All right. Note taker? All righty. I'm going to reveal the answer now. What are the box and the postage paid address labels? So can you expand on that, either John or Corey?
Sure, I can add to that. So, when you go and request an item through the mail, and it can be, direct to your home or to an office location, we don't just send you the book that you requested, but we also send you a box and a postage paid address label, so that way you can return the book when you're done using it or before it's due, and have it mailed directly back to the libraries. That just saves you a lot of time and hassle from being able to, directly return it to us through that shipping label. So yeah, definitely make sure that when you receive the items through the library, that you keep a hold of the box and the paid postage label, so that way you can return the item without any sweat.
All right, our next. Oh, since nobody answered, I'm gonna call you back, Elizabeth. Which category?
Centers for Civic Engagement 100.
All right, Center for Civic Engagement 100. An experiential education that integrates community service with academic coursework for deeper learning. Oh, maybe we should have put it as 500, because this is confusing even to me. I've encountered this question, but any taker for this? An experiential education that integrates community service with academic coursework for deeper learning. Going once? Any taker? Take a wild guess. Oh, Angelique.
Is it Coog's Lead?
Coog's Lead. Coog's Lead. Yemi, is it Coog's Lead? You just say yes or no so I can ask somebody else.
No.
No. Well, thanks for your bravery. Is it close though? Anyone wants to take a shot? Yeah, this should have been a 500 question. All right. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh, Charisma raised her hand. All right, Charisma, go ahead.
I know I'm gonna get this wrong.
Oh, you have an echo?
Sorry.
Let's see if you type it up in the chat.
Yeah, someone put, okay. Go ahead, just go ahead.
All right. Okay, let's see. What is service learning? Okay. All right, Yemi.
Yeah, service learning is what we call the experiential education. And someone actually put it in the chat, says student community engagement or civic engagement. I would give to that person, to this student, because yes, service learning is just, we could tag it as civic engagement, community engagement. Whatever you do as a service is to the community. So I don't know if I can explain this more, since we didn't get someone to say it. So service learning is actually what it could come as a volunteer for global student, what align with basically what your professor could ascribe to extra credit in your classes. And most of the time, we do encourage students to pick the service that align with their perspective or objective. If you are, for example, a human development major, we want you to, if that align with your professor, we want you to serve in maybe child center, schools, where you can, as well as you are giving back to the community, you are also enhancing your own skills in the community. So service learning. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, so who answered last? Angelique. I remember Angelique, or Charisma, actually, Charisma. So Charisma, take your pick. Which category? Did you put it in the chat? Oh, tutoring 100. All right, you got it. The platform WSU Global students can use to access tutoring. Elizabeth. Go ahead. Let's see. You drop it in the chat. E-tutoring. That is correct. Go ahead, Jackson.
Yeah, so e-tutoring is the platform that we have for global students for tutoring. It's a consortium-based platform, so there are, I think, like 15, 16 institutions that all contribute tutors to the platform, and you as a WSU student can log in and access tutoring on that site and can kind of see any of those tutors' hours and their availability in their courses as well.
Yeah, so if you have any questions, you can save those. We will have an open Q&A at the end, however. So yeah. Okay. Elizabeth, you are on the roll. So what is the category next? Let's see if you put that in the chat. Oh, wow. Tutoring 300. Righty. You will receive a detailed response from the e-tutoring writing lab if you do this. I think there are a couple of answers to this. So yeah, you can take your guess. Elizabeth, did you raise your hands or that was from earlier? All right, yeah, just go ahead and answer this. You will receive a detailed response from the e-tutoring writing lab if you do this. Oh, submit paper for review. What do you think, Jackson?
I think that's close enough.
Close enough, so we'll give it. All right, okay, Elizabeth, you're racking up on your cheese points right now. Oh, sorry, I have to reveal the answer. What is submitting a draft and asking for specific feedback? All right, do you want to expand on that?
Yeah, so the writing lab will ask that you submit a draft and also ask for specific pointers. So things that you're looking for, like if you need help with the conclusion or the introduction, or you need help specifically with your references. So giving them pointers so they can make sure that their feedback is pointed for you.
All right, thank you. Okay, Elizabeth, I think you're like, it's all you. You're going to be winning more cheese points tonight. All right, what's the next category? Look at chat again. Tutoring 500. Let's see. This depends on the course you're looking assistance for. All tutors have their hours and courses posted so you can create a routine that works for you. Oh, that is confusing, huh? So this depends on the course you're looking assistance for. Ah, that makes sense now. You have to kind of reread it. The answer could be, obvious, but not obvious. Anyone wants to take this on? Give it a few seconds. Hassana, go ahead. Let's see what she says in the chat. Calendar. No, that's a whole riddle. That is right. Is it a calendar, Jackson? Is it close enough?
Yes, definitely. Absolutely.
When can you meet with tutors? Yep, good job. All right. Yep, go ahead and expand on this, Jackson.
Yeah, so because it's a consortium and there are a number of folks that are from the different institutions, there's really variable times that you can get tutoring. So you really have to look at their schedule and kind of find time that works for you, which is nice because you're all global students with asynchronous courses as well.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, Hassana. What would be our next category? Career 100. Okay, career services 100. The career advisor for global campus students. If you paid attention during introductions. I don't see a hand raised. If you put it in the chat, that means that's a free answer to whoever raised their hands first. Angelique.
Chris Miller.
Who is Chris Miller? Let's see. Oh, there you go.
I'll give it to you. I think that's good. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I don't think I need to expand on it either. I'll keep it short and sweet and to the point. That's me. I am the career advisor for all global campus students. Well, especially, I should say, all undergraduate global campus students and most graduate students.
And also, if they want to connect with you, and if you can drop your email address if they need help, or any link for your booking, because I know you do, the scheduling. All right. Okay, Angelique, what's our next category?
Let's do career services for 300.
Oh, she's going for it. Give at least one common career advising topic. So there's like bazillions. Hassana, you're so fast. All right, let's see what you say. Resume, cover, what? Yep, cover letter. I think you got it, Hassana.
Ding, ding, ding. Yep, that's true. I accept. Some other common career advising topics here. So cover letter review, resume review, assistance with your internship search, grad school research, mock interview, career assessment. So if you are still exploring careers and are going through the career researching part of it in exploration, then you could do an interest assessment, a free interest assessment. And I can direct you to a platform that the university uses called Focus 2, which allows you to assess different career areas like skills, work values, interests, and work personality. And I also put the link, it's double posted in the link. Awesome. Thanks, Charisma, to request career advising for global campus students.
All right. Thank you. Hassana, what would be your category of choice next? Oh, Career 500. Wow. The job and internship platform for WSU. I saw, I think I saw Hassana. Hassana raised her hands first. Would you all agree? Yeah, I think Hassana raised her hands first. All right, go ahead, Hassana.
It's right there in the chat. Handshake is absolutely correct. Let's see if I can beat Charisma to it in the chat there. Handshake is the job and internship posting board for the entire university system. So for all campuses, Handshake is the place to start with when you're looking for a job or internship.
Right. So if you have not set up your account in Handshake, especially for some of the new faces that we've not seen before, yeah, go ahead and utilize that platform. All right. What's next, Hassana? Okay, you put it in the chat. Let me see. Sana giving me competition, right, Elizabeth? All right, accessibility 500. Ooh, she went for the most points. Your instructor has a video that they are sharing, but you have difficulty processing the information. What accommodation could best support you? Ooh, I kind of say something like this in the beginning. If you paid attention, it was all right. It was during the like housekeeping notes. Hassana.
That is correct. Closed captioning is the answer. So we can do captioning for YouTube videos as an accommodation just to help process information. There can actually be captioning on Zoom. If you click on that actually just show captions. And you can actually see a transcript of any meeting. And it'll actually have the person's face, their picture, and then what they're saying. So if people's processing is a little slower, they can sit back and look and say, oh, what did that person say? Oh, okay, cool. I'm good to go. So thank you for that answer, and you are correct.
All right, thank you, William. But yes, we will make sure that a lot of our materials are going to be captioned properly as well. And there are also other services that accessibility and accommodation can support. So I remember last week of welcome, it was last spring week of welcome, we did have ESL come to a week of welcome event to provide accessibility accommodation to one of our students. So that's amazing. There are a lot of accessibility services that you could utilize as students. So those are services for you that I highly recommend that you take advantage of. All right. What should be our next category, Hasana? Unless you already put it in the chat, I'm gonna look. Oh, accessibility 100. You went for the hardest one, and then now you're going for the true or false. ADHD, depression, and anxiety are examples of disabilities that students can get accommodations for. Elizabeth, I saw Elizabeth's hand raised first. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and see. True? All right, let's see. Boom. What is true? All right, expand on that, William, if you please.
For sure. So we have two different types of disabilities. We have invisible disabilities and the most common one, visible disabilities. But with, mental health becoming the forefront, we have a lot more students opening up about their their mental conditions such as ADHD, depression, and anxiety. And those are all great support. We have great supports for people with those conditions.
That is wonderful. So yeah, we do. We are here for you. That is our goal. Access to students to help you succeed in your academic journey. So take advantage of those. And if you must, share it with your peers because we want all these services available for you, pushed out to other students that may not have known about it. All right.
And Mia,
Hassan.
to expand on that too, there's a huge disparity too of people with disabilities who are not using our services. So keep that in mind that students are eligible even though they aren't using them. So reach out if you do need that support, and we're happy to help.
Wonderful. All right. Okay, Hassana, what is our next category? Oh, was it Hassana? Elizabeth? I'm sorry, Elizabeth. All right, let's see the chat. What you got there? Did Elizabeth's Access 300? Oh, right. Ooh, how can students obtain accommodations at WSU? Hassana. Man, it's a competition between Hassana and Elizabeth right now. Dr. Bruno, apply online. Do you accept the answer?
I think that is a great option. Reaching out to our office is a good first step and just communicating with us. But more specifically, as Sassana put in, complete an application online. I would also accept that as well. Complete an intake with our office after you complete your application, and then submit your documentation of your disability from a provider. So we would just expect somebody or a student applying to submit a diagnosis and functional limitations of people's conditions, of their condition, just some barriers. And Hassana, that's totally okay. A lot of people just call me Bruno as well, and I'm totally fine with that. Whatever gets you to reach out to us is the most important part. So I'm not very picky with that as long as we're able to support you.
Well, thank you. So Hasana, don't feel bad because for a couple times, like early on, I used to call William Bruno too, and then eventually, yeah. So don't worry. Okay, what is our next category then? We are almost there, and we will have a lot of time to
Mia, we
do
got a
our.
question in the
Oh,
chat. It says, do you have to apply every semester for accommodations?
ooh, good question, William.
So the you do not. Once you are in our system, once you have completed an intake, you are eligible for accommodations for your whole entire time at WSU. So what you do have to do is, because your classes change from semester to semester, you have to re-request your accommodations. So right now I'm supporting students with we provide a tutorial video for students to watch, so they can just put a check mark next to each of their classes in the system, put a check mark next to each of their accommodations. And once they request their accommodations, the professors get something called a faculty notification letter. And that faculty notification letter has official WSU letterhead, my name on the bottom, and what your accommodations are. It does not have what your condition is, because that is confidential. It just has what supports you need. And I tell students, if you'd like to share your condition with your professors, you are more than welcome to, but you are certainly not required to, because obviously of confidentiality. So the short answer to that is yes, you do have to request your accommodations. No, you don't have to reapply and complete an intake.
All right, thank you. And we could probably talk more about it if you have follow-up questions during our open Q&A, but thank you for that, William. And Maria, thank you for that question, because there could be students who would be watching the recording of this video and may have the same question. All right, what is our next category? Was that Hassana or Elizabeth? It's like both of them is just competing right now, because Angelique can't press the react button fast enough. All right, we're doing Library 500. Library 500, the name of the group of academic libraries in the Pacific Northwest a global student can visit to check out books in person. That is exciting. Ooh, this is worth 500. Yeah. So what is the name of the group of academic libraries in the Pacific Northwest a global campus or a global campus student can visit to check out books in person? Any taker? I know Hassan is probably Googling right now or something. I'm going to give it some, like, about 3 seconds. 3, 2, Charisma. She Googled fast. Okay, Charisma, go ahead.
I want to say the Pullman Library, but I feel like that's too easy of a question. I don't know the name of the Pullman Library.
But it is a group of libraries, and I think the WSU Pullman is part of that collection, or like consortium. Well, is that the right term? Of libraries, kind of like group of libraries. So, anybody else wants to? Oh, I should Google. Oh, well, Elizabeth, did you raise your hands? You're gonna give away the point. Rules are rules. If I see your hand raised, then I'll call you and then I can read your answer. All right. She really wants the cheese point. All right. Is that the correct answer, though, Corey or John?
That's not quite right. Iliad, what Elizabeth had offered, that is the system, part of the system that we use for interlibrary loan, which is a great way for us to be able to go and get books from across this particular consortium. But it is, Corey has added it to the chat, the Orbis Cascade Alliance. So
There
if
you go.
yeah, if you follow that link, it will give you a full list of all the different academic libraries in the region that we work with very closely as a part of our consortium. And you, as a WSU student, can go directly into one of their libraries and check out the book as though you were actually a member or a student of that library, and also be able to return directly there. So you may actually find you have an academic library very close at hand, that we help get you access to through our WSU connections through the library.
Wow, that
And
is
Corey, I don't know if you had any other things you wanted to add, but yeah, it's a great service.
No, that really covers it well, John. The only other tidbit I would add is just because everybody graciously, or most everyone, introduced themselves to begin with, as students, and there were quite a few that were in the Spokane area, and it sounds like quite a few in the Vancouver area as well. That, so there's actually 39 different um, academic institutions that are part of this, and you can go to the libraries at each of those, like the University of Washington, or there's a whole host of community colleges. But also within the WSU system, we have libraries on every campus as well, including in Spokane and including WSU Vancouver as well. So you can definitely go to those, as you might guess, and use those as a hub, not only for checking out materials that might be at those libraries, but also as a place where you can have anything that you request sent to that location. In addition to the idea that you can also actually just have things sent to your own place, your own house, apartment, whatever, wherever it is you're living, you can do that as well.
That's pretty cool. That's like, yeah, if you want textbook or reading books like Cooks Get Lit or Cooks and Cubs, I mean, is that all for just academic, or it includes like a whole variety of books that we can borrow or students can borrow?
Well, we have a number of we don't purposely collect textbooks per se. However, the books that professors use in their classes are a whole wide variety of things.
Mhm.
So you can order books that are used in classes, certainly through the library. And most of the books that you order through our main system, either the WSU books you can have for about half a year, so certainly that's no problem with having them for an entire semester. Or even if you're ordering them through that Orbis Cascade system that we're talking about, this 39 other places across the
Mhm.
Pacific Northwest, you can have those materials for up to 18 weeks as well. So again, basically about the length or even a little longer than our semester, than our either fall or spring semester. So you can definitely check the libraries to see if we have a book or books that you're using for your class, and try to get them. Although sometimes if there's, hundreds of people in the class, clearly we don't have, hundreds of copies of one book or something like that. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. That is an interesting information. So for those of you who are looking for a book, I mean, either a textbook or any material that could supplement your well, that could help you with your class, this would be an amazing service that you should utilize. Okay. Now we only have one category left. So is it Hassan? No, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, what would be our next category? Oh, did you put it in the chat? Uh, oh, charisma. Was it you, charisma? Okay, charisma. Do you want to take the 500 or the 300? Okay. Well, whether you answered correctly or if it wasn't answered, so it's okay. So you want to go with Center for Civic Engagement for 300. So I want to make sure that we have enough time to do our Q&A. So it is an online platform that enables WSU students to locate, register for, and track service learning and community engagement hours. Oh, we I'm sorry, Angelic. I think you're just Sana. Go ahead. All right. What is what? Dang, it was my answer for everything. What is that your answer? Calendar? Not quite. Okay. Who raised their hands next after Hassan? I think it was Anjul. Oh, Elizabeth. Sorry, Anjuli. They're so fast. All right, Elizabeth. An online platform that enables WSU students to locate, register for, and track service learning and community engagement hours. Let's go ahead and check the chat. Involved profile page. No, I think because Angelique finally made it to raising hands, I'll give you a chance. Go
Gosh,
ahead.
is it Give Pulse?
Oh, let's see. What is Give Pulse? Congratulations. All right, Yummy. Go ahead, Yummy.
So GivePos is an online platform, just like my WSU, like a dashboard, an interactive one where you can find available service, community service that you can register for. And it's also a place where after you're done with those service, you go back to impute your hours. We call it impact. That's when you impute these hours, the community partners where you work, the project site will be able to verify it. And at times we do verify it at the office. And that way you can earn your extra credit or whatever credits that is ascribed to that service. And one more to this give pause is that it is so just like a transcript. After college, you request for a transcript, evidence that you've been at WSU and you've done certain courses. That is the same way they give us to work. Whatever services you have rendered in your course of studying at WSU, you can, even after 6 years, you can come back and request for this service. We call it evidence of impact, evidence of work hours, which comes like an evidence page. And these are what employers look out for. We do encourage students to always request for their service hours so that they can get this as evidence. So I've just dropped a link in the chat. You can always go and explore it. And we're always also ready to put you through whenever you're ready. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, well, thank you, Yemi. And yeah, just to give a plug, on Thursday at 4 p.m., that's January 15th at 4 p.m., we have our MLK Caring Cougar Cards. It is a system-wide event where all of the campuses are doing their own card making in different locations, but we all gather together on Zoom. So there will be one big Zoom, like each of those campuses will have a Zoom, and then virtual attendees, global campus students, most likely we will be on a Zoom and individually joining, but each of those campuses will be joining as a group, and it will be you can find it at Give Post, you can find it on Involve, but yes, that is another opportunity that I would want to plug in for you to participate in, so that you can reflect that on your impact hours. Okay. Final Jeopardy. So I don't think I have to call in Angelique. All right. For 500, this opportunity allows WSU Global students to earn a certificate and graduation cord by completing at least 1 hour of, oh, Hassana, go ahead. Involve, please. I'm sorry, Hassana. It's not. I think some of you completed this. So that's your clue. Come on. I think there's about 1 or 2 of you that completed it. This opportunity allows WSU Global students to earn a certificate and graduation cord by completing at least 1 hour. I think it's supposed to say community service. Angelique.
I think it's the Global Cougs lead. program.
All right. Yes. What is WSU Global Leadership Program? So you want to expand more on that,
Yeah,
Yemi?
the WSU Global Leadership is it's an online program, a leadership program set by the Global Campus, but the Center for Civic Engagement has a component in this in which every participant has an opportunity to serve their community for just an hour. And at this point, you earn it's that is without which you cannot not earn this leadership certificate. I do present about 2 times at the beginning and at the end of it's about servant leadership, and it's always awesome. So and this spring on is registration is still open. I've dropped the chat in the link in the chat now. You can still register for it. It's very interactive. It's very impactful, and this is still on, and we are starting the first workshop next February. So that I've just you can see everything in the chat that I've through the link I dropped in the chat. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Yemi. And I do want to add, yes, it is still open. It closes on February 2nd. And it is a non-credit, though. We forgot to add that there. It's a non-credit certificate. And if you complete the program, you get a digital badge. So you can add it on your LinkedIn profile. You get the non-credit certificate and graduation cord. So I know Elizabeth is trying to compete with me with my cord count. So yes, please sign up for Cougar Leadership Program. All right. I think that concludes our Jeopardy game. So I think I don't know who our big winner is. I mean, I'm assuming it's between Hassana and Elizabeth. So we'll see about that. All right. Let's go ahead. If you have any questions, this is your time. Any follow-up questions from what was shared earlier, especially on the services that we've shared with you?
Sorry, I'd like to share that irrespective of where you are, irrespective of which state you're taking your courses, we have virtual events that you can participate in without driving down to wherever you are. In the comfort of on your bed, in the comfort of your home, you can actually still serve. So let us know. I will drop another link so that you can have access to that. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Do you have any questions like how to access a certain service, or let's see what's in the chat. Are there any plans to add more subjects in e-tutoring? So, and I am looking forward to the MLK event, hoping for examples of letters. All right. So Jackson?
So the subjects that are available for e-tutoring depend on the individuals that are provided by the institutions that are part of the consortium. So it's always kind of dependent on who they have available. I have another contact, Sarah Bergfeld, who would be a better person who's in charge of e-tutoring. That would be a good person to field questions to about adding more subjects in e-tutoring.
All right. Any more questions? Because while we still have our panelists here, I know I'd be interested to learn about that consortium of libraries, because it's nice if you are closer to, libraries and wanting to check out a book. So are there any questions like, do you need a library card, or what proof do you need to show them to allow them to let you borrow? Oh, okay. Another question. Thank you, Elizabeth. Can global students just walk into a local campus library? I think that would be for Corey and John. So
by the question, Elizabeth, do you mean WSU library, local campus library, or do you mean for other?
Yeah, in the chat, she's saying that she lives near the Vancouver campus.
Oh, sorry. All right. Yeah. Yep, you can go right in. and use it. And actually, honestly, of the 32 or the 39 institutions, almost all of them, and I don't know if this is true of absolutely all of them, there are a few private schools involved, but most of them are public institutions. And although it's commonly thought among, the general public that, oh, if I'm not a student at X school, then I can't go in and use their library. That's typically not true. Most public institutions are open to have anyone from the public come in and use the local materials that are there. Now, there are other kinds of things, like if you want to check out things or whatever, sometimes you have to get if you're a community member anyway, you need to get a borrower's card or something. But for the most part, yeah, you can go in and like I said, by virtue of being a WSU affiliate, you can go into, any of these different institutions and show your Cougar card. Because I think Mia, you asked what would you show them? What kind of identification? And it's just your Cougar card, and they can bring up that know that you're part of part of the institution, or that the wider consortium.
All right. Yeah, I was gonna follow it up because I know a lot of our global campus students don't have their Cougar cards. Are there any other form, or would they just provide their student ID or things like that? Because a lot of our global campus students, because right now I'm not even sure if there is an online option to get the Cougar card. I might be wrong. Oh, there is. Okay, so there is. But yeah, for students that don't have their Cougar cards yet,
That's a good question, and honestly, I don't know for sure. I guess bring in anything that would prove you're a student. I guess maybe like
the
a tuition receipt, or
or ID, a
schedule of
student.
classes, or sorry, I'm not totally sure, and I don't know. I've never seen that. In the information we have, it doesn't answer something that quite that specific, and I almost wonder if every institution might have slightly different things. So I'd bring maybe as much information as you can,
If it's
prove,
local
prove your
to
WSU.
WSU, there might be a possibility if you have photo identification that they'd be able to, connect you with your ID with your name and be able to bring up your account that way. But yeah, I would say the Cougar card is definitely worth taking the time to order because it will keep you from running into a policy at a different institution that at the very
Mhm.
least could cause confusion for you. So it definitely, I definitely recommend that the Cougar card is a better way.
Okay, yeah, because if I think Elizabeth mentioned if a student ID number would suffice, but yeah. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth, for the link. So there's the link for our see Cooks helping Cooks. This is awesome. Thank you, everybody. You all are rocking this. So it is for free. If you have not gotten it, please do so that you are able to utilize some of the other resources that's you know close to you. All right. Any more questions? Let's see. Maybe for accessibility, library, tutoring, CCE, Center for Civic Engagement. We'll find out. Susanna is tracking that. So Susanna's probably gonna see if the amount of times that your name appears on the raffle draw is, yeah, I think that's how we know that you're getting the cheese points. All right. Do we have anything else? If we don't have anything else, we're actually 2 minutes past our time. If any of our panelists have last thing to say before we finally close this event. Geez, category next time. All right. Okay. Let's get started with, I think I called in Jackson last, so you can go ahead and if you have any last minute or final say you want to share with us.
I don't think there's much. I will say that we are considering looking at creating some sort of online option through the WSU tutoring program, but that's a work in process. And is pretty contingent upon a couple of things. So I wouldn't imagine that would happen anytime soon, but we are working on having more accessible services for all WSU students. So just keep
Ooh.
note.
That's awesome. All right. Okay, who did I call? William. I'm trying to see if my memory is still working. William, is there anything else that you wanna say last minute?
I would just say we're open to supporting everybody, and I have a strong passion for this. So if anybody does want to reach out with any questions that they forget along the way, shoot me an email and I'll be happy to help out. I'll throw it in the chat real quick.
All right, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and call John.
Just the one thing that I always think about the library is we don't have all the answers, but the one thing that we can do is connect you with people who do have the answers. So definitely feel, you've met, I think, some really great people here. Lots of people willing to help, and I think I could extend that to all of them, that if you have a question for anyone, even if we don't have the answer off the top of our head, we can go and work hard to try to find people to connect you with what you need.
All right, thank you, John. Corey.
Yeah, I think I'd just add that all of the materials of the library are available to global campus students, and I think sometimes there's sort of a misnomer about that. Obviously, the highest proliferating amount of sources out there are electronic, and those are pretty easy for anyone to get, right? Anywhere with an internet connection. But all of the, basically all the print materials, with the exception of some rare kinds of things that don't circulate or whatever, are also available as well. So just, I would say, keep that in mind as you use as you search it, our main discovery layer and our other databases, that there's always a way to get materials, and that in no case are there fees involved for getting them. The only thing you really do want to be sure to do, especially in the case of global students where a print item, for example, needs to travel a farther distance, is just be sure you're leaving yourself plenty of time, at least a week or more, to receive materials, because obviously they need to travel through the mail.
All right, thank you, Corey, and thank you, William. All right, Chris, if you are still here, Chris.
I was just going to say, look for virtual career events on the Involve calendar and the student newsletter and in Handshake. And that virtual career week for the spring will start on Monday, March 30th.
All right, thank you, Chris. And of course, Yemi.
You're muted.
I apologize. I just wanted to let you know that the Center for Civic Engagement is always there for you, and it assists to bridge what you learn in your different coursework, to become active member of your community. And it's not just about you just volunteering; it's you making impact. Changing what it is known as the status quo. And lastly, I would like you to know that other students, global students, are saying great things about their involvement in their various communities, wherever they are, be it Texas, be it in New York or in Portland, Oregon. And it's part of what they say. Three things they say that has helped them so far is their communication skill, their collaboration and teamwork, and network opportunities that the Center for Civic Engagement and their involvement in their community has exposed them to. So we'll look forward to seeing you be more involved this year. Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you, Yemi. I think this is it. Like everybody that's been waiting for, but I do want to take this moment to thank our panelists. Thank you for being here, and thank you for always being so supportive of Week of Welcome. So yeah, like as Maria mentioned, Maria's new. I haven't met Maria, so that's really exciting that you're here with us. So this meeting was very informative and resourceful. So great meeting. But yeah, this is also recorded if you want to go back. So I think we're going to the raffle time. Susanna, if you can go ahead, share your screen, and Charisma. allow Susanna to share hers. And oh, I wonder who won. So, panelists, you're welcome to stay in and join in the fun. But yeah, we do appreciate you being here. And if you need to hop off, feel free to do that. But thank you again. All right. Make sure that your names are there. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh, we did say Susanna, that their attendance allows them to at least have one chance. So even if they have not answered, I know Lizzie was here. I know Maria is here. I know Leora. Let's see. I know it's kind of like a competition between Hassana and Elizabeth. All right, let's go ahead and how many should we draw? I mean, this is yours. I mean, basically, this is your SNA fees. So how many? I want you to decide, Susanna. You'll be the Wheel of Names master, the raffle draw master. How many do you want to draw?
Let's do 3 winners.
Oh, all of them. All right. Okay, let's do 3. Let's do the first one. Let's see.
Elizabeth!
Yay!
And now we're gonna remove her so there's a fair chance to vote.
Yeah, just not the all instances, just her. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. But we did say that it allows. Okay, all right, go ahead. You're the raffle master. Oh, I don't think Lizzie is here.
No, Lizzie's gone.
Uh-huh. Oh, well, did you get her email though?
No.
Oh, I wonder who Liz is. I'm gonna look at the registration. Oh,
Okay.
Elizabeth, you cracked me up. Okay.
Okay. Final
Last one. So that is worth 25 extra points. Oh, good job, Leora. So we do have so congratulations and thank you, everybody. Don't forget, we still have more week of welcome events coming up. Tomorrow, student involvement. Thursday is financial resources, and Friday is networking with the alumni. So Casey will be there if you're interested in the mentorship program. So yeah, please go ahead. And Corey, thank you again. You're always so supportive. All right, I think that's it. I wanted to take a picture, but everybody already hopped off, so that's fine. Okay, well, thank you, everybody, and have a great remaining of your first week of school. Okay, bye.